So, I'm going to try something new for upcoming Valentine's Day week, and I am going to attempt to do 7 romances in 7 days. So, each day I'm going to commit to reading one of these books for a week, and I can't finish my day or sleep until I finish whatever book I have for that day. Luckily, a couple of these have audiobooks that can help me along, but for the rest of them, I'm completely on my own. I'll quickly tell you the titles, and I'll tell you about them on the day that I read that book. First one is Not My Problem by Sierra Smith. I don't know how to pronounce that name, actually. And then I have Chef's Kiss by T.J. Alexander. I have probably the most popular one on this list, The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. An Arrow to the Moon by Emily X.R. Pan. The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. And, The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. And the one I'm actually starting with for this vlog, Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy. I'm filming this the day before I start it, so I can go straight in tomorrow and see how long it takes me to get this read. Okay, so that's my intro for this vlog. I'll tell you what the books are about as I get more into them. Okay. Hi. Okay, so it is officially day 1 of this reading challenge that I'm setting myself. I have already gotten up to page 64. I did read a bit this morning before I went about my day. But now it is nearly 8 o'clock at night, and I am going to see how much of that I can smash out. Because the point of this challenge is I can only read one book a day, and I have to finish it before I go to sleep. Just so then I'm on track for this challenge. But yeah, so I will check in once I've read a bit. Oh, that microwave is my dinner. But yeah, I will check in when I've read a bit, and I will tell you what... I will check in once I have read enough of this book to know if I'm going to finish it tonight. But I should probably tell you what this is about tonight. It's kind of similar to it's kind of a similar context to After. This girl goes to college, is met by this bad boy type who has a bet or a dare to ask her out. And also the girl has a boyfriend. And yeah, so it's very similar to After in terms of context or concept. And so I will update you once I have something to talk about. Alright, bye. Okay, so it is now 2 hours later since I started reading for the night. Because I started at just before 8 o'clock. It is now 10 o'clock. And I have 150 pages to go. So I will probably luckily I'll probably get this finished before midnight. So I can still get enough sleep for the day tomorrow. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, so... my thoughts about this book so far. I'm not sure whether I'm liking it or not. Because plot-wise, it is terrible. Because you've got the whole, the main couple in this book, in the story, has become one. Because the bet that the guy made with the main girl is that, not really a bet, but it was kind of more like a scheme thing. Basically, he was meant to woo this girl so that he would, because they had a vendetta against her current boyfriend at the time. So the plan was to romance her, have her break up with her boyfriend, and then embarrass her by breaking up with her. So the plan was to screw them both over, but she has successfully broken. She has actually broken up with her boyfriend, but not because of Cooper, because he turned out to be a extreme douche, and they're currently together. She doesn't know anything about the bet. But knowing how these stories go, in the last 150 pages, it is going to come out. But, yeah, so hopeful. So, yeah, it's taken me 2 hours to get to within 150 pages. And so I should be able to finish within a decent hour and hopefully be on track for finishing this today. And then I can start tomorrow on my next book. Well, I will update you once I finish this. Bye. Okay, and I've officially done it. It is 20 minutes to midnight, and I finished book 1 on day 1. So far, this is a success. We'll see if I can keep it up on day 2. Right now, I'm just going to go straight to sleep. I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Bye. Hi. So, it is officially day 2 of this reading challenge, I'm not sure what to call it, thing that I'm doing. But basically, I did a chapter of this off camera before I could be bothered turning it on. But I have started The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Because I know that I won't have time to read this all physically today, I chose one of the 2 books for this challenge that has an audiobook. So then I have a better chance to get it read today. Although I did manage to get the other one read in literally just over 3 hours last night. I don't actually have the extra time tonight because I've got a support worker here until 7, and then I'm meeting up with my friend to go out to dinner. We always do like this Valentine's Day thing where we just celebrate, because we're both single, we just celebrate the love of friendship. And so we just go out, we buy each other gifts, and we just go out for dinner, just hang out with the girls. And so the audiobook is going to help me with that so that I have a better chance to get this finished. I just finished the first chapter, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this book is about. Everyone, aside from 2 people in the wedding party, get sick, and so they have to pretend to be married and go on this honeymoon. Anyway, I don't really understand why, but I also feel like in this book it's kind of convenient that the only 2 people who hate each other are the only 2 people who didn't have the wedding menu that made everyone else sick. And so by default, they're the only 2 left. So I feel like that's, even for a romance book, that's a bit too convenient. But, yeah. I've only read 1 chapter so far, so I can't really judge it. I apologize. I have read a Christina Lauren before, and it was only average for me. So hopefully, with this being one of their more popular books, I'm sure that this might have a better chance of maybe scoring higher. I don't know. But yeah, I will update you once I've read more. But yeah, like I said, I'm bouncing between audiobook and physical read for this one. So then I might get a better chance to fix it because I'm not going to have that time tonight, the same time tonight that I did yesterday. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of opinions on this yet because chapter 1 was only, because I was audiobooking it, I wasn't following along on the TV. Yeah, so the first 16 pages was chapter 1. So, yeah, we'll see. I'll keep listening and I'll update you once I have something new to update you with. Bye. Hello. So I have not checked in all day. It is because I have not stopped all day. It is now 10:30 at night, but thanks to the audiobook, I have still managed to do 259 pages of this. So I've literally got less than 100 pages left of this thing. And so I may actually still get this finished. It's 10:30 at night. I've been busy all day, but I've been playing the audiobook of this on and off. So I've actually still made pretty good progress. So I may still be able to finish this. I've got to do some packing for an interstate trip I'm going on. So I may just keep doing the audiobook, and then we'll see what happens. Because the audiobook says that I have an hour left. It's 10:30, so I'll still get this done. Alright, so I'll check back in once I finish. Bye. Okay, I moved the camera down because I can't be bothered to get up. But I did it. It is 11:35 p.m. And I did it. 2 books in 2 days. So far, this is a success. And now I'm going to go to sleep. I'll give you more information. I will talk to you guys in the morning. Bye. Hi. So it is day 3 of this challenge. And yeah, I did finish the Honeymooners on time. I didn't really give any thoughts about it. So, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'll just give all my thoughts at the end. So, day 3. I'm going to be reading Not My Problem by Sierra Smythe or Smith. I don't actually know. Yeah, this is probably on my list of what I've got. This is probably the one of the 2 that I'm most anticipated about. I haven't read her famous Falling in Love montage book, so this will be my first Sierra Smith. And I guess it'll help me determine if I want to read Falling in Love montage, I guess. But yeah, so I will give you an update once I start reading anything of this. But yeah, so I will check in with you guys once I have something to tell you. Bye. Okay, so I'm tilting the camera down here because where I was sitting before, my cat is now wedged in there, and I didn't really want to disturb her. But I have read the first 2 chapters of Not My Problem. I will say I didn't think it was LGBT. That was a surprise. And yeah, so this is a female-female LGBT romance, which I didn't suspect. Initial thoughts? I'm not sure if I like the main character yet. She might be a bit too uptight and whiny at this point. But the love interest is kind of adorably nerdy. Because that's what I'm interested. Like, I like the adorable nerd type of people. But yeah, so at the moment, it's a cute read. But I'm not quite sure if I like the main character yet. I will update you as this goes on. But yeah, initial thoughts. It's a cute beginning. It's female-female, which I didn't expect. And yeah, so that's my initial thoughts update so far. Bye. Okay, hi. So I'm going to do one more update because I'm going to need to set my camera with me to do what I'm doing today. I am now 62 pages in, or chapter 6. Okay, the romance between the 2 obvious love interests has gotten pretty cute. At the moment, it's friendship. Like, neither of them know that they like each other. But okay, it's kind of adorable, and it's so wholesome and like super adorable, and yeah. So I'm loving this book so far. if it stays as cute as it does, it's definitely going to be at least a 4.5 star. But yeah, overall, extremely cute so far. And I will update you once I have anything else to say. Bye. Okay, so I'm checking in because it is now many hours later. I am still 62 pages in, but I'm now done with everything I need to do for the day, and I can just smash out as much reading as I can. And yeah, so it's only 7 o'clock, so I've got a few hours to read. Yeah, it's 399 pages. I can do that in 5 hours. I've had less time than that on the last 2 days, and I've still gotten it finished before midnight. So I'm going off that, and I will catch up with you guys once I have any kind of update. Bye. Okay, and it is 11:15, and I have had another success. That's 3 for 3. This book is completed. This book gave me a mix of emotions. The main character was a bit annoying, but the romance was kind of a slow burn romance, but it was absolutely. But it was a really cute love story between these two, and yeah, there was some sad moments thrown in, like it wasn't just a happy, cheer romance book. There was a lot of other stuff behind the scenes there, but I loved the romance, and this whole book was adorable, was just cute, and I really loved it. Probably my favourite of the vlog so far. Anyway, I will catch up with you tomorrow for day 4. Bye. Okay, and we are here on day 4 of 4. I never thought I would say that I had been successful 3 days in a row so far. But yeah, we're here on day 4 of 4, and for this one I'm going to be doing Chef's Kiss by TJ Alexander. This book is basically it's a romance between these two chefs on the cover, and then one of the characters comes out as transgender, and then she's got, not transgender, non-binary, and then our main character has to decide whether she still wants to be in this romantic relationship whether she still wants to be in this relationship with this person that she's already fallen for, or not. And so it's quite an interesting premise. I just did the first 2 chapters before I turned the camera on, and yeah, it's cute so far. Chapter 2, we've just met the love interest. We've now officially met both the characters, the main character Simone and the love interest of Ray. And yeah, so it's cute so far. Nothing's really happened of significance yet, but I will keep you posted. I've gone with this one for today because this is my only other one for this week with an audiobook, and I also have a late night tonight. Yeah, and because I've got a late night, the audiobook is going to help me stay on track. And yeah, so I will check in once I have anything else to say. Bye. Hi. So I am doing a quick check-in on day 4, and despite the fact that it's nearly 10 o'clock at night and I've literally only just walked in my front door, I have still managed to read 258 pages out of 300. So I only have 50 more pages to read to successfully finish this book. Whether I read it or audiobook it, I have a strong feeling I will finish this tonight. But yeah, so quick check-in. It's nearly 10 o'clock, but I've only got 50 pages left to read. So yeah, I'll catch up with you when I've actually done it. Bye. And I finished it. So far I am 4 for 4 on this challenge. This one was quite a cute read. It had quite a bit of LGBT rep. The main character is bisexual. The romantic interest is non-binary, and yeah, so there was quite a bit like that. I just can't believe that I've done 4 for 4. I'll give a proper ranking of how much I liked these at the end. But yeah, I can't believe I'm 4 for 4. And now I am absolutely exhausted from my day, and I'm just going to collapse in my bed now. I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Hi. So it is day 5 of this reading challenge. I cannot believe I've successfully done this for 4 days. Wait, day 5's book is significant. It's quite a bit shorter than the other ones I've done for this challenge so far. But I've been loving this challenge so far. If nothing else, it's just been helping me build up my reading, I guess. Anyway, this one is The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. This is about a girl who's missed her flight, and now she's stuck at the airport, and she's met this guy at the airport who she has spent 24 hours with. And I think so it takes place over 24 hours. And yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to acknowledge that or just go off the love at first sight trope and that's it. But yeah. I mean, yeah, to be fair, I would also be instantly attracted to a cute girl with a British accent who was on a flight with me. But I would know it wasn't love. I would know it was just attraction for however long it's there. And then piss off. But I guess. Anyway. I will keep you posted once I've read something from this. Bye. Okay, so I'm doing a very quick reading update before... Wait, what I'm going to do is change my lighting because that is terrible. Okay, let's do this again. So I'm going to do a quick update about my initial thoughts before I pack down my camera and go to work, because I work as a video content creator for social media stuff for a company that I'm not going to disclose the name of, and I'm gonna have to pack down my camera. But basically, my initial thoughts on this. This is a love story between two people in love at first sight, but the main character is 17, and so I don't really think that's old enough to have thoughts about to be thinking about true love and permanent love. Like you're 17, so I don't know why you're bothering with this. But yeah, basically this 17-year-old girl has missed her flight to her dad's wedding, a wedding she didn't even want to go to in the first place. And now she's met the love interest Oliver at the airport, who didn't really introduce himself, just kind of started following her around the airport, just kind of started creepily following her around the airport. And I know in romance books that seems romantic, but in real life that would be kind of, I don't know, a bit questionable. Yeah. I've got a couple of flights coming up during
the year this year. And if a random guy started following me, I wouldn't be as chill about it. But anyway, initial thoughts. The writing's kind of confusing. The main character's extremely whiny, but I like the love interest, so that's something. Anyway, I will keep you posted. Bye. Okay, and I'm checking in because it is 6 o'clock at night, and I have actually finished this one. Yeah, I've actually finished this one. So, I can't believe I'm actually saying that I've successfully done 5 out of 5 days so far. This one is probably my second least favorite of the book so far. Like, you guys met in an airport, you're 17 years old, you spent like 24 hours together. But they must be in love now. Like, you've known each other for 24 hours. And you're tracking each other down at these events. And I'm sorry, but it just, you've known each other for 24 hours. I mean, there were some parts I thought were good, and so my rating's going to be higher, but you've known each other for not even that long, and you're already possibly in love. Like, anyway, yeah, so the point is, it's only 6 o'clock and I have finished today's book, which means that I can actually get a decent amount of sleep tonight and start my books for the weekend earlier. Anyway, I will check in with you guys soon. Bye. Hello, so it is day 6 of this challenge. I can't believe that I've successfully done 5 days so far. Yeah, it's day 6 of this challenge, and today I'm going to do The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks, because it is quite short. Yeah, it's only 189 pages, which is good considering that I'm going out for a fair amount of today, so it's not a lot of pages that I'm going to have to read. Yeah. Day 6. I can't believe that I've successfully done 5 days of this. Anyway, I will catch up with you guys in a bit. Bye. Hello, so I have not checked in at all today. That's because I have only just properly gotten home. I've had a shower, and now I'm going to crack back into The Notebook. I'm on page 24, but it's not a very long book. As I said before, there's only 189 pages of it, so it should be easy enough to finish. But yeah, I'm going to settle in and smash out the rest of these 189 pages, because this is my shortest read, and I'm determined to have it finished so that I can have one more day for this challenge and then be successful with it. But I will check in with you guys once I have finished. Bye. Okay, I'm recording this shoving down here because it's late and I can't be bothered moving it. But I've done it. Book number 6 of 6 is complete. I have one more day to go for this challenge. And I will see you tomorrow when I announce what it is. I am exhausted and I'm going to go to bed now. But yeah, I will catch you in the morning. Bye. Hi, so it is day 7 for this vlog. And I am getting a bit sick, as you can tell by my sore throat. And because I don't want to fail this challenge on the last day, I just don't want to read Arrow to the Moon right now because it's nearly 400 pages. And being sick, I just don't have the brain power for that. So I'm going to read a different romance book for day 7. Soulmates, which is, let me check. Yeah, which is under 300 pages. So brain power wise, I only have the power for this. I just don't have the brain power to do a 400 page book when I'm sick. So I will read this one as my final book for this challenge. So that I can still complete the challenge, but I don't have to concentrate on a 400-page book. Anyway, I will catch up with you guys once I've started this. Alright, bye. Okay, and I'm here at 4:30 on the same day to say that I finished my 7th book. I can't believe that I have successfully done 7 books in 7 days. It's weird because that's about the same amount that I read in the whole month of January, and I still have a couple of weeks in February to finish some books. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. This one was probably my actual favorite of the whole week that I did. But I will cut to a clip of me in my office me in my office / library to give a proper final ranking of the books. But I will do that tomorrow because I'm still sick. But I've successfully done it. So now I can just veg out in front of the TV. And I'll give you a wrap up tomorrow of my final thoughts. Bye. Okay, so it is the same day as it just was, but I'm just going to film this outro so that I can get this video up on time for next week, and it's already Sunday. So, as I said in the intro, as I've said throughout this vlog, I successfully read 7 books in 7 days, which was probably the biggest challenge of this whole video, is actually succeeding. But I'm going to go I'm now just going to quickly rank them and give you a quick summary, and I'm going to do it in the order that I like them. So the one that I liked the least was The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. This book was about this girl who misses her flight to London, and so she's waiting for the next one, and she meets this mysterious boy who's coincidentally on the same flight as her, and they end up interested in each other. But the reason I didn't like this book is because it's only 200 pages and little to nothing of significance happened. It was extremely slow, extremely boring, and until the last 2 pages, the couple. And after they got off for half the book, they weren't even together. And then they ended up together in the last 2 pages. So this was unfortunately my least favorite. And then the next one, or the next lowest in my ranking, is Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy. I liked the idea of this one in some parts, but the story itself, I didn't like. The couple, extremely toxic. This is basically this is basically another version of After. The main couple, he's out for revenge, so he dates her in order to get her to break up with her boyfriend. He's successful in that part. She finds out he lied to him. They break up. He does one gesture, and they get back together. Even after all the lying, he still gets the girl at the end of the book. And I don't think that's a good message to give to... I don't think that's a good message to give to people who are reading your books. But yeah, this one's only rated a bit higher because at least the story had a bit more substance to it. And the characters actually had some story stuff instead of just being focused on each other, and then when they're not together, just having nothing happen. Then the next book that I liked the least was The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks, which is really disappointing because this is one of my favorite movies with Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. It's a beautiful love. As a movie, it's a beautiful love story between two people who find their way back to each other. This is a similar story, but they were together for one summer, and then they split up. She's miraculously found him again, and out of the blue, now she wants to dump her fiancé to be with him. The only reason this was rated higher than the other two is because of the feels I got at the ending. The fact that he stuck with her even in the moments when he knew that she wouldn't remember him. And so I just thought that was really cute. But yeah, so the ending of this book brought it up in this pile for me. And then the next one in my order was Chef's Kiss by T.J. Alexander. Now, don't go, the rest of these books from like this one up can be like swapped around in the order. But yeah, Chef's Kiss by T.J. Alexander. I loved the rep in this book. Like, there was so much like LGBT rep. There was bisexual rep, there was non-binary rep, there was transgender rep. And yeah, it was a cute story, but the main character she was kind of a bit, she made the coming out story of her romantic interest her story, or she tried to take control of it rather than letting them take control of their own life. And while I know that you should stand up for rights, I still feel like it wasn't her problem or like her situation to take control of. Yeah, but it was well written, and I did enjoy it. So that's why it didn't have the same issues as the other three. Like, it wasn't boring, it wasn't a toxic couple, and it wasn't just... Actually, that was it. Yeah, it wasn't boring or a toxic couple. So it's higher in that regard. And I loved all the other characters, but the main character needed a bit of... She just needed a bit of work. And then the next one on this list is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. When I first finished this book, I didn't know how I felt about it, but I loved the story. But when I looked back over it, I realized that I actually did really love the story that this book gave. Two people who ended up not liking each other simply because they were told that the other one didn't. And so once they figured out that that was a lie, they kind of got a bit more tolerant of each other. The reason this is only in third place is because, well, that bit was well done, and I loved the ending with the sister. The relationship itself, I felt, went from hate to love extremely quickly. Like, the minute that you found out it was miscommunication, you went straight to loving them. And I just feel like it could have been like a slower build-up. Like, you can go from enemies to tolerance, and then by the end of the book you'll be in love. I don't know, I just feel like it was a little bit rushed on that plot by the end. And then my top two is Not My Problem by Sierra Smith. I loved this story. It was just an innocent, cute little story. The reason this is in second is because, well, there were no issues with anything to do with the story. Like, it wasn't boring, there was no toxic relationships. The main character still got on my nerves a little bit, but her love interest was absolutely adorable, and I loved their relationship together. And so this is another hate to lust, which eventually turns into love. And yeah, because this one's not really enemies. This is just hate or dislike. I don't really know the right word, but yeah. But basically, this story is about about our main character has problems in her home life, but she doesn't know how to solve those, and so she takes it upon herself to solve the problems of people in her school instead. And then it's her way of avoiding her own problems. But yeah, overall, I still really enjoyed this story. I loved the main couple at the end. And in first place was the book that I actually finished today, was Soulmates by Susan Lee. This book was just, it was cute. It was a quick read. Basically, it's childhood friends. They lost communication for 3 years, came back into each other's life, and developed a relationship, and just they were so adorable as a couple. Like, I think it's because they were adorable as friends, and then it literally just developed into a relationship after they realized that they were the only person who saw the true self of the other one. And oh my god, they were so adorable. They were so adorable, and I loved them. And I'm 100% going to read more of Susan Lee's books. I don't know if she has any more out yet, but I will read more of her romance books because this one was adorable, and I want more of them. But yeah, so anyway, this was my 7 books in 7 days challenge, and I will see you in my next video, whenever that's coming out. Bye.